Hello, all my Capricorns. It's your brother Zen, and I'm bringing you your monthly energy essence reading for the month of May. And I love this because this is the first time I'm doing these, and I'm so excited. I've done like 9 out of the 12 already, and they've just been amazing readings, and I love them. So I can't wait to jump in here to see what we have for our Cappies, for all your Capricorns out there. And of course, this can be for if you're a sun sign Capricorn, a moon sign Capricorn, or rising Capricorn, or if you have Capricorn anywhere in your chart, this is for you. So we're going to jump in. How I'm going to go about the reading is the creator had me take this tarot deck and break it out with the major arcana and then the 4 separate suits in the minor arcana. I'll kind of explain as I go along here. So the major arcana, what we're going to be pulling here for is, what is your major energy? What's the major focus overall for the month of May? And then we'll also pull some oracle cards for the different areas too. So we'll go ahead and jump in and get started. But before we do that, I just want to thank the creator for being here with us. We're so grateful that you care enough that you didn't just create a spinning earth, roll people on it, and then walk away. You're involved in every moment of our life, and you care about every hair on our head, every emotion we have, every decision we make. You're there loving us and supporting us with your unconditional love, and we are so grateful for that. So we welcome you and we thank you. And we also welcome and thank all of our guardian angels and spirit guides, all of our loved ones who've gone to the other side, and our ancestors, as well as any other magical beings of unconditional love and light that are on the other side that all want to bring through these messages and support for us. We welcome you and thank you as well. All right, we'll go ahead and jump in here and get this party started. All right, what would you like Capricorns to know about their overall energy for May? What would you like Capricorns to know about their journey in May? Well, we got the Fortune's wheel on here, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And I love that because that just means things are going to be changing in the month of May for you. And it's going to be for the good, for the benefit, for the positive things that you've been wanting to happen, whether it's really for anything, for relationships, for jobs, for finances, for health, for life in general. It's just going to be a wonderful change of seasons in a way, which of course we're kind of hitting mid-spring now, where we're going to be seeing it all. And I love there's a huge heart at the top of it here. And what I love is that it also mentions about balance, because as the wheel turns, if you don't adapt and stay balanced as the wheel, keeps going, then you fall off, or you have to hold on for your life as it goes back around. So an important aspect of May 2 is just to find balance and go with the flow. As things change, just step along with the change that's happening, and you'll be fine, because you're kind of like walking on that barrel. If you've ever seen people walk on barrels in a river, if you don't stay on top and just kind of stay at a steady pace, you start going, you fly off of it, right? So it's about just take a slow and steady pace with the changes as they come in your life in the month of May. I love that. Good vibes. We're also going to pull a card here from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle and just get some additional information about the overall energies for the month of May for you. Okay, one more time. All right. What else would you like Capricorns to know about their... Okay. That way to take the top one here. And you got the owl, beautiful owl, and that is all about magic. And it says, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. And I love, magic. Everyone can look at it differently. My whole take on magic is that that's unconditional love, energy, the essence of our Creator, what our Creator's energy is. That's where miracles come from, and that's where, the magic comes from. And I'm going to read also here and see what the book talks about with the owl. See what message is here. It says the owl is the messenger and revealer of secrets, the totem of oracles and seers. Owl sits on their shoulder and is their advisor. When owl flies into your life, know that a time of unveiling is at hand and the truth will be made known. Change is on the wind. Owl medicine can help you release the past and fly into a better future. Owls are creatures of the night. Their silent flight and superior vision make them supreme hunters. They capture the prize. If they cross your path repeatedly, it is a warning to review your situation and see where deception is lurking. To see an owl can mean open that a profound change is coming, which again, this Wheel of Fortune here is all about change, right? If owl is your totem, you are an old soul. You succeed with wisdom. No one can deceive you, and you see into others' souls. Be sure to keep your knowledge secret unless asked to provide counsel. Trust should not be broken. The night is auspicious for owl people. When the moon is full, you are creative and energized. You can see in the dark and appreciate life's magic. Ask your owl totem to sit on your shoulder and guide you. Become the conscious student of owl. Embrace your gifts and fly with the masters. I love that. So as these changes come to, and sometimes when change is afoot in your life and you're uncertain which way to jump, if you need to jump, or which path to take, reach out to your winged messengers, your angels, your guides, your any of those otherworldly, unconditionally loving beings on the other side, the Creator. They'll have the wings, they have the higher view, they will guide you, and they will provide you the wisdom of choices and give you clarity where to go. So don't ever doubt that you can ask for help. You're worthy of it, and they want to help. They just won't meddle unless you ask them for advice and input. I also love these cards because they give like a question or a statement for kind of reflection. So through the month of May, you can reflect on any of these that resonate with you. So it says, have you allowed yourself to be deceived? Is owl asking you to release the past so you can change and take flight? Are you in the dark about a situation? And what secrets do you need to discover to know the truth? Beautiful. I love that for you. All right, and we'll get into more detail here too, because now we're going to go into the minor arcana. So there's 4 different, suits within the minor arcana, and each of them we're going to use for like the 4 parts of our being, just to give us some guidance on there. And the first one is fire. So fire is normally wands in the regular tarot deck, and that's going to represent your spirit. So what's your spiritual journey going to be like in the month of May? And that's what we're going to ask for here. So Creator, for Capricorns, for the month of May, what kind of spiritual journey would you like them to be aware of? What about their spiritual journey would you like them to be aware of? What awareness for their journey of their spirit, please? Okay. And you got the 9 of fire. And I love this because normally the 9 of Wands is all about don't give up. You've done so much work. You've come so far. You don't have much longer to go. Keep putting in all this magic into your life, into your spiritual journey, into your spiritual search, and your desire for knowledge and awareness about who you really are and about the spirit world. So don't give up on there. And I love because there's all these like little dragonflies, and some of these are fairies back here. It's all about just the spirit world that's going on. And like if you're putting in the small star there, the spirit world is putting in the big and medium star. Whenever we take one step toward the spiritual realm, towards the Creator, towards our loved ones on the other side, toward our guardian angels and spirit guides, they just come running toward us with so much more. So we take one little baby step and they take 9 or 10 big honking step toward us. So they're so excited to, engage with us and be with us, interacting with us, even when we're acting out these little roles as these little humans here. They still want to be involved with us and want to communicate with us. So don't give up on your spiritual journey. They said you've done a lot of work. You've come a long way. So don't give up. You're just at the very edge of a next, like upping to another level, and another level of awareness and clarity in your life and your spirit. So keep going. We're also going to pull a card here from the Return of Spirit deck to get more clarity around your spiritual journey for the month of May. All right, what else would you like Capricorns to know about their spiritual journey in the month of May, please? These cards are really wanting to pop out, but one hasn't specifically made itself known until they told me that one. Yeah. So frequency shift. So I love that because it's almost like, it reminds me of like a little egg and it's hatching, and it's a new birth, a new level that, you're moving up. And these are the colors of your throat chakra and your third eye chakra too. So it's all about not only seeing things more clearly in the spiritual realm, it's like the voice and the actions. The spirit world is going to be taking action in your life. And let me see what else. Her book, she always says such wonderful clarity, but clear things about your journey here. So it says you're about to experience a shift in your frequency, and this card comes to help prepare you for the upcoming event. Be ready, and knowing what to expect can help you get through that transitional period. A frequency shift occurs when the soul is ready for the next part of its journey. However, this does not mean that our human consciousness is necessarily ready. The things that alter during this period can be difficult to endure, but you will make it through and be much better for it. Most often, when this shift begins, we'll experience like a depression or a feeling of needing to withdraw from the world. Usually there are events that take place just before the shift, which cause a need to step back from the world. It is during this specific part of the transition that it feels difficult to relate to other people. Your path and purpose may feel as though they have vanished. You are left questioning everything you've done and worked toward up to this point in your life. The intuitive faculties will also take a hit sometimes. It may seem that your connection with spirit has been completely severed. The guidance you once received might feel silent. Basically, everything will get shut down, and this happens because your energetic engine is getting a complete overhaul, and it can't always be left running while it happens. But just note that once complete, your connection will be stronger than ever. More than likely, you will also have a new team of guides working with you, right? This is so you can bring through these higher energies in whatever work you do. You will be more focused on your purpose and doing the work of spirit than ever before. Wow. Beautiful. So, yep, exactly like this. You're at the verge of a new frequency shift on going into the next level. So don't, if you feel down or you feel like something happened and you feel like you're kind of isolated away. I mean, this whole last, year and a half or so, it's felt like people have been feeling like they're isolated, but, recently you've been moved into a place where you're kind of in this surgical unit where you're being worked on, and so you're kind of almost unconscious while all these things are changing in your life and within you. But throughout the month of May, as this is happening, you're going to wake up and you're going to feel so much better, and you're going to be just energized. You're going to feel just new awareness is coming, new knowledge. And like they mentioned, you might have a new group or additional spirit guides and angels that have come specifically for this new phase in your life. So I love that for you. Next, we're going to move on to Earth, which normally is Pentacles in a standard tarot. And what this is going to be is, spirit is about your spirit being. We're going to talk about the mind and about the emotions. So this is all about the external physical world, like what's your physical environment going to look like in the month of May, anything about your physical body or the physical world. So that's what this is going to focus in on. All right, Creator, what would you like Capricorn to know about their physical environment in the month of May? All those things happening out in the physical world outside of our spirit, soul, and emotions and mind. What's going on out there in the physical form? What would you like them to know about the physical world in the month of May? It's a coming here. It's just taking a moment for it to show itself. There it goes. Yep, we got the Two of Earth, and I love this because this is all about balancing, the earthly, physical stuff with the higher spiritual. So it's all about the balance between, as above, so below, as below, so above. It's, heaven and earth and balancing it. And I love the message, you can be too heavenly minded for any earthly good, and you can be, too earthly minded to be spiritually, good in a way. But so that balance and becoming, it's important to both get roots and experience in the physical world while also reaching your branches to heaven. Because if a tree is has no roots, then when a storm comes, it just goes because it has nothing to ground it and keep it solid. Same thing as if you're all roots and no growth above the surface, then you don't bear fruit. You're just a bunch of roots, and then you don't get your branches getting sunlight, and so it's about being both growing your physical world while also your spiritual. And we'll get more clarity here too on these Enchanted Map Oracle cards, just to get additional information for the physical world. See what your external environment is going to be bringing you, or what the Creator would like you to know about the physical environment around you in the month of May. So what else would you like Capricorn to know? Okay, they said you get a treat, you get two, which totally makes sense here. So you've got the Dragon's Lair right here, and then you've also got the Golden Palace. So I really feel, and I'll read from the little book here too, but so the Dragon's Lair is like going into, when this frequency card talked about going into solitude, and you have a dragon protecting the outside while you're doing your inner work there. But it's also to help you lead to this golden palace, to where, this, it's like really spooky, but then it converts into this as you come out of the dark, out of being unconscious while you're being worked on and doing that inner work. So this just represents the kind of like the winter season when you're in hibernation, growing, getting ready for spring, and then this is so this is like toward the first half of May, and this is the second half of May. So you do come out of it. If you had any doubt, you're not going to be in a coma, a spiritual or physical coma. You're going to be into the sun, into the brightness here. So you've got 19 and 23 here, and I'll just read briefly from each one of these here. So the dragon's lair, it says, you are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. So definitely, something with your physical world is be aware of your surroundings and where you're at. Watch where you're walking, watch where you're driving. Don't text while you're driving. Watch when you're cutting things. It's just being aware of what's going on. Don't be distracted in your physical surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk-taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. So I love that. It's going right in here with these changes that are coming here. They might feel scary. They might feel, it's like when you have to meet someone new and you decide to be vulnerable, and you're like, but it's worth it in the long run. So just know that you are protected as you're going through these changes that are coming up. And then the Golden Palace says there is always enough. So the Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. So share the wealth. And I love that, how perfect that this shows up under the physical world, because it's talking about you are going to get tangible rewards during the month of May as well. And just know that there's always enough. You always have what you need. All right. And then we're going to move into air, which is normally swords, which has to do with your mind and your beliefs, kind of your mental state during the month of May. And I always say, don't worry, there's no crazy card in here that I know of. So creator, what would you like Capricorns to know? Okay. This is so perfect too. This is the Page of Air, which means, new thoughts, new beliefs, just new mentalities, right? And you can see how it's like the wings have unfurled and you're ready to fly. And so as you're going through this frequency shift and you're kind of raising to a new level, with this transformation here too, coming out of the hibernation into the spring, you are getting this, these new beliefs about yourself. I loved how this one talked about, self-worth and knowing who you really are. That's when you, in this whole process in your mind, you're questioning some things you've believed your entire life, and you're like, it's never felt right to me and it feels so heavy, I'm going to just look at those thoughts. And you never have to change anything you don't want to. So when you go in to review and look at your thoughts, go in without judgment, go in without requirements of, I have to change that if I'm going to go look at it. It's like, no, just go look at it for information. Look at why do I believe that? Where does that belief come from? And do I want to continue to do that? You can change if you want, but there's no requirement to do so. And that keeps you open to be able to, you're not resistant if you're thinking like, no, I don't want to give that up. Instead, it's like, well, let's just take a look at it. And, you don't have to give it up, but let's just take a look at it. And then next we're going to pull a card here from the numerology deck. It's very fitting, it seems, for the mind, numbers, math. Some math is a dirty word to some people. It's the 4-letter word, right? But it's all about logic, and numerology, of course, brings a lot of great information. So we'll see what else the creator would like you to know about your mental state, your mental journey, your thoughts, your beliefs, what's going on in the month of May for you there. Okay. We got manifestation in number 8. And I love the pink. The pink is the color of the higher spiritual heart chakra. Green is the kind of the outer human chakra-ish color, but pink is the higher heart within it. Number 8 is a number of strength too. So I just love how it's a message, and I'll read from the book too here in a sec, but it's a message of what you focus your mind on is where your energy goes and what grows. So you'll manifest whatever you're focusing on. So if you're focusing on, I don't want to get fired, I don't want to get fired, I don't want to get fired. Oh my God, I got fired. It's like, because the thought was fired. So, we focus on what we do want, we focus on what we are thankful for, and that grows. Or we focus on what we're afraid of will happen, or on what we don't want, and then that lack grows, or that fear grows. So we're very powerful, and it starts with our, thoughts will always come and go, and it's like a stream, but, you don't have to grab onto it and hold on to that. It's like thoughts are like birds. They can come and land on your head, but if you let it build a nest there, then that's what you can control, right? You can't help that a bird came and landed, but you can control if it stays there and takes up residence. All right. And then number 8. There we go. It says this card indicates a need to acknowledge the power of your mind and your ability to manifest your desires. You're being urged to familiarize yourself with the law of attraction and clarify your wants and needs, for you have entered a powerful cycle of divine manifestation. Provided that your dreams serve your greater good as well as the intentions of your soul, the universe will assist you in making them come true. By drawing this card, you're being reminded that successful manifestation requires more than just positive and wishful thinking. You must also surrender the outcome to the divine and detach from the results. Remember that the law of attraction works both ways, so pay attention to your doubts, worries, and fears, and monitor your negative thoughts. Then focus predominantly on what you want rather than what you fear or don't want. Yeah, pretty much what I just said. Well, love it. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are leading you toward a time of manifestation. By making peace with your life as it is today and appreciating what you already have, you will create the life you've always imagined. I love the affirmation too. I use my thoughts to make my dreams come true. Perfect. Not much more I can add to that. All right. And then we're going to move lastly into water, which is normally cups. In fact, I'm going to take a quick drink of water here. Thank you. And so water in cups has to do with emotions. And where spirit is like, we are spirit beings, the emotions are also like the soul, and the soul is kind of like this intermediator place in between, the heavens and the earth, a physical being, between the spirit and the physical. And so where our spirit can sit and be aware of what's going on here, and it can, feel the emotions and experience life. So this deck is going to be about what's your emotional journey in the month of May, and what's your soul journey in the month of May. So for Capricorns, Creator, what would you like them to know about their emotional soul journey in the month of May? What would you like them to know about that? Okay, what else would you like them to know? Okay. All right. And you got the 6 of Cups here, or 6 of water. And so this is all about, you can see how she's kind of looking into the water there and reflecting. It's kind of like nostalgia. It's looking at your past self and your future self, and just reflecting, taking time reflecting on all of that, which makes total sense with especially when you're reflecting on thoughts and your beliefs and stuff here. It's going to bring up memories and old things and going, okay, that's where that thought originated from. That's where that belief bounced from, and this emotional experience I had. And what's cool is that one of the wonderful things that worked so well in my life is when I went back to, I didn't go back and look at everything in my life, because you're focusing on what I do want, but sometimes there's these consistent things that keep tapping you on the shoulder, knocking on your door, like daily, where you're like, okay, I want to go back and look at where's this emotion coming from, because it's triggering all the time, and I want to go back. I just want to look at it. And so I would sit and, just get quiet and meditate or journal, and I would just allow my spirit to bring a memory to me. And then I would kind of step in as the person I am now, an adult that's stronger, independent. I know I can survive. And I go back and just watch the situation from a third party point of view. I don't get involved in the emotions and have it spark me back to all those, fears and whatever again. I just watch the situation through new eyes, and when you do that, you start seeing, going, oh, you know what? When I didn't take it personally, I saw the whole situation from in different ways, whether it's friends or family or teachers or whatever. You suddenly see that this person was acting out of their own beliefs and out of their own fears, and at their heart they just were scared for themselves or scared for you. And then when you see it from that perspective, you just go, okay, it doesn't mean I kind of, how you can, on a file on your computer, you can save over it and change what it means, or save as, create a new file that you just put over top of it and go, no, this is what it means now. I'm choosing to look at the situation differently. And that's what I really feel is this time frame, is you're just looking at this entire like your past, but you're also kind of, because of these journeys and everything you're going through, you're readjusting your expectations and supposed to's for your future. Right? And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Journey of Love. It'll be the last card for the reading and for the emotions here. So we'll see what the final messages for May for you Cappies. All right, Creator, what would you like Capricorns to know about their emotional journey, please? Okay. Beautiful heart of God. I love that. 9 of fire. Number 9. Oops, number 9. Sorry about the glare there. And let's see what the book has to say here. It says, you are a part of something profound, a divine calling and privilege. It is the role of inspiratrix or inspirator upon this earth, the women and men who have hearts capable of bliss. Bliss is what we feel when we let God in. The heart opens and we cannot speak for the sensation of it. It cannot be described. Great hearts can tolerate mystery. They can bear the enormity of divine bliss beyond analysis and description and simply be. You don't have to do anything with it, you see. To be the inspiration is to have a heart open to the divine. It's a life calling. Your heart is an inspirational force to be loved, recognized, and protected for the precious catalyst of divine awakening that it is. Be led by your heart. God is in it, speaking through it, calling you forth to love, and the love that flows through your heart filters out through your toes, dripping on those beneath you as stars falling from heaven. The oracle holds a message for you, direct from the divine. You have a sacred purpose to fulfill upon this earth, and it's all sorted out. This situation, this issue, this awakening that you seek and are living even now is held lovingly in the hands of the divine Creator. The Creator says to you, leave it with me. It's all unfolding in perfection. I am alive in your heart. I am your heart. Wow. Whew. Feel the love. Oops, sorry. Hit my microphone. Just feel that love. Feel that love. You know, you are a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. So as you go into May, just know you have this mighty, wonderful shift coming that's just going to change your emotions and your mind and your external world. And it's just you're going to be a new person. From the beginning of May to the end of May, you're just going to be different. You're just going to have more clarity, more awareness of who you really are. So just know as you go into each day that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And the Creator is indeed inside your heart. And I love you too. Until next time, you take care.